Super Bowl champs, TJ Ward and Bradley Roby. Thank you guys again for being here. We want to talk about your quarterback, though. Obviously, he didn't want to give any comments on what his future is. We get it. Celebrate the Super Bowl, not upstage it. Peyton became the 12th quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls and first to win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams in what could possibly be his last game in the NFL. So, gentlemen, you have this other guy on your team, Brock Osweiler. He's pretty good as well. Do you think Peyton should hang it up now? He won the Super Bowl, ride off, or you think he should keep playing because he wants to and has more left in the tank?
I think I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but if it was me, you know, and just seeing firsthand everything Peyton had to go through this year and see just dealing with the injuries and the criticism and all that, I really wouldn't want to have to do it again, you know, being 40 years old, and I just won the Super Bowl, you know, in a crazy fashion. It's like, what else do I have to prove to you guys? I'm the best or one of the best ever to do it. So me, I'd hang it up and, you know, pick up something else and just be Peyton Manning.
I feel like he deserves to do whatever he wants to do, regardless of age, accomplishments. If you still have something in your heart to play this game, then you got to do what your heart tells you to do. And if not, then, you know, hang him up. And like Roby said, you're going out on the highest accord. So, you know, what's better way than that?
What do you think he wants to do?
No, it's tough. He's not really giving off any signals. Like, you can't really see one way or the other. And a lot of guys are trying to read him and trying to ask questions on the low, like slide some little questions in there. But, you know, he's not budging.
Okay, you guys faced him in practice quite a bit. How much has he lost off his quote-unquote fastball that he never really had in the first place? But how much has he lost on his velocity?
Loaded question.
I'm kind of new, you know, so I kind of got the last 2 years of him. So he has enough. He won a Super Bowl, so it doesn't really matter about the zip. He understands the game. He understands how to manage the game, and he did it well enough for us to make it to a Super Bowl and win, you know, in a great fashion.
I don't know how fast it was before, but you know, it's been in practices where that ball is coming out. They had to check and see if Brock threw it. Like, did Brock throw that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Definitely.
Because that's what I was seeing, because when he needed to reach back for one, remember against Pittsburgh, it's 3rd and 12 from your 23, and he hit, who was it? Benny Fowler?
Benny
and it was a shot, man. I'm telling you, there was some mustard on it.
He definitely has it, and I think we saw it during Super Bowl week, during practice and things. I remember everybody on the defense like, dang, Peyton is throwing that thing today. Peyton looks good, you know. So I think we were all confident going to the game that Peyton was operating at his highest level because he was practicing and throwing the ball, you know, like you said, with some zip and accuracy. And Peyton, the best thing about Peyton is anticipation. So it really doesn't matter about what his zip is. If he throws it before the guy, you know, goes to the route, it's kind of impossible to stop as a DB.
So Bradley, you are how old? Are you 23?
23.
23. Okay. So you're speaking from the perspective of 23 years old. What if you get to, let's just throw out 35, and people are saying, oh, you just played on a team that won the Super Bowl, and you played pretty well, and you're still a starter. Maybe you're safety by then. I don't know. And they say, you know, you should just go out on top. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I don't want to do anything else. I just want to play football, and I think I can play next year. Okay, that's where I think Peyton's head is, that he doesn't want to be pushed out the back door.
Okay,
and there were, this is just me from a distance, and I don't want to put you guys on a tough spot with your general manager who's, okay, all right. Okay, but it felt to me like, from a distance, that John Elway was starting to ease Peyton into the sunset. John Elway stopped after he won his 2nd straight Super Bowl. A lot of people said, why don't you come back and try to do something never been done before? Win 3 straight Super Bowls. I'm good. My body's had enough, because it will tell you when it's time. I'm not sure Peyton's body is screaming stop. I'm just not. Now, he had the plantar fascia that he tore, but once that started to heal up, if you give him an offseason to get, I don't know, 90% healthy, maybe he says, I like this. I can still do this, and I don't want to play golf or whatever. Or I don't want to work at ESPN or wherever else he might work. Okay, you get me?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that for sure. Like, football is, like, I'm sure as Peyton was me, it's been a dream. Something I've always wanted to do my whole life. Something I've really only focused on, put everything, my whole life has really been focused on, you know, just being the best football player I can possibly be. Just being, you know, honest. And with Peyton, it's the same way. And if you have a game that you live for and you're passionate for it and you want to be the best and stay the best and things like that, then, you know, if you still have the passion for it, then definitely play. You know, don't let anybody tell you what you should or should not do with your future, because it's your life. If you stop right now and next year you're like, man, I really wish I was playing, you're the only person sitting there by yourself. So you have to make that decision on your own. And I think Peyton will definitely do that.
Okay, so let's do the hypothetical. Peyton wants to play. He would be okay with playing for the Denver Broncos. Would you guys rather have Brock or Peyton next year as starting quarterback?
Hey,
you just want to Super Bowl with P, man.
If Peyton wants to come back,
we just want to play, and
you're good.
That's our ace.
Yeah,
that's our sheriff.
You won the Super Bowl with Peyton
That's our
Manning.
sheriff. You heard him?
Okay.
P Money.
P Money. I've never heard that before.
That is good.
Woo.
I heard he signed Benny Fowler. He threw the 2-point conversion.
P Money up here too.
Benny gave him the ball back, and he signed his jersey, P Money. So
he did.
Oh,
Peyton did.
That might be the greatest story.
I have never heard P Money before.
Master P.
It doesn't seem to go with Peyton, but I like it.
I love it.
He signed it.
He
At least I
signed
can
it
say it
P-Money?
properly. I'm
I
just going to
know.
start calling him P
I think we just came in, you know, and he bought into, you know, defense. We got a lot of swag on defense, you know. So I think Peyton kind of comes over there and tries to sit next to us and tries to be cool, you know. So
Really?
I think it just fun,
like
you know,
it.
it just shows like, you know, the closeness of this team. You know, Peyton is a 40-year-old guy, you know, sitting wearing gold chains, you know, kind of just
we definitely
making
saw
jokes,
a youthful side of Peyton.
having fun with it. Like you were saying, like if your passion's still in it, then still do it, you know. So
Okay, so our Adam Schefter has reported that the new LA Rams, as they go from St. Louis to LA, would be very interested in Peyton if it doesn't work out, obviously, in Denver, and if Peyton wants to play. So would that bother you if he became an LA Rams quarterback?
Well,
yeah, it bothered me. It wouldn't bother me. It would just be kind of weird, you know. We just want to support with Peyton. Yeah, just like now.
Where'd it go?
Playing with the Rams. So
Is it fair for me to say, because this was my opinion, or how fair is it, that you could not have done with Brock what you did with Peyton, because he's still young? He will try things that Peyton wouldn't try and make some mistakes Peyton probably wouldn't make, because in your first 2 playoff games at home, Peyton made no mistakes, honestly. Is that fair?
I don't think so.
I don't know. You know, we needed the entire team this year to get what we needed. Like, Brock came in, and he did exactly what we needed him to do until Peyton came.
He was pretty good. I give it up, man. I didn't think he'd be that good. He had a couple games that were big time.
Yeah, to say one or the other, or this guy, that guy,
it's kind of hard.
Complete team, man. Everything we did, we needed everyone, every single person to do it.
Offense and defense, too deep. Everybody contributed. Everybody made plays. Everybody on that team, somebody made a play that led us to winning that Super Bowl. And when all 53 can really contribute, and everybody can say, I can point out every person say, oh, I remember this play he made.
That is the God's truth. Everybody did something.
That's why we were able to do what we did.
Right, I got it. So here we go again as we look to next year. The early Las Vegas odds do not favor the Denver Broncos to win it all next year, even though you are the defending champ. You're all the way down at 14-1. We got Seattle, New England, Pittsburgh up at 8-1. Then we got Carolina at 10-1, Green Bay also with Arizona at 10-1. Then we have to go all the way down to Denver and Cincinnati at 14-1. And your reaction is?
Who's underdogs on Sunday?
My reaction is keep betting against us.
Yeah. If you bet with the Broncos on Sunday, you came up. So keep betting with them.
They bet against the Warriors, right? The game going into this season, and look how that.
Well, hey, everybody bet on New England in the AFC Championship game. That was like a done deal for New England, and then it felt like it was a done deal for Cam Newton.
You bet with the Patriots too, huh? When we played them.
Oh, but I do like Brady, so I thought.
Brady
so
fan.
yes,
and you guys clearly are too. All right, before we let you guys go, so do we have a nickname for the defense? No, because we could get Twitter to weigh in and help.
I mean, yeah, let's hit
pretty
Twitter.
good at nicknames.
Ask some questions.
I haven't thought about it, but I'll think about it, because the old one, the Orange Crush, that's outdated, man. It's been used twice before on previous defenses, so enough of that one.
We need to update it.
Super Bowl champions is good for me right now.
How about D Money? your D money.
Yeah,
I like
hey,
it.
It's not bad.
Congratulations again. Thank you guys so much. I hope the parade was awesome and,
No, it was
and you had
great.
fun celebrating. And feel free, you can leave those rings and Rolexes if you want.
Yeah,
Skip
I'm
and I
gonna
can
leave
put
all
those
this.
to use.
Nah, I
we
gotta
won't
take
tell
this
you.
with
You
me.
Just leave those right here.
I spent all my money on this.
Help us step our game up. All right, up next, should Peyton follow John Elway's footsteps and ride off into the sunset after a Super Bowl